I speak to you now, not tomorrow, not when you think you're ready, not when your burdens feel lighter. It is now, in this exact moment, that my voice reaches you. There are movements around you that you cannot see, but I can see them clearly. What you feel as unexplainable anxiety is not just in your head. It's a spiritual signal. Sleepless nights, a restless mind, a heavy heart. This is more than just tiredness. It's a battle, and battles are not won by ignoring them. I see every silent sacrifice you've made. I have watched as you smiled, pretending everything was okay, even when you were broken inside. I've witnessed the countless times when your tired body kept pushing, never letting anyone down. Nothing escaped my attention. But as you've been focused on everyone else, you've left your own defenses weak. The enemy strikes at the places where you think you're strongest. It enters quietly, disturbs your peace, and shakes your balance. That's why my words come with urgency. You can no longer treat the spiritual matters as if they're small. You feel a weight, like the air is heavy at times. It's not just physical. There are forces at work, trying to weaken you, silence your hope, and shake your faith. But I tell you, you weren't made to fall now. You were meant to stand tall. So, I ask you to stay focused, stay until the end. The message I'm sharing with you must be received fully. If you leave before it's complete, you'll only get parts of what I prepared for you. Don't believe your struggles are unseen. Every tear you held back, every moment you wanted to give up, every breath of exhaustion was known to me. I see how you pushed yourself beyond your limits and carried pain no one else could understand. Today, I'm not here to blame you. I'm here to lift you up. I come to open your eyes and show you that something bigger is unfolding. The enemy knows he can't destroy what I have built with you. So instead, he tries to weaken you little by little. But I tell you, your story doesn't end with pressure. It transforms the moment you choose to trust. Don't ignore the signs you've been given. The same problems repeating, tensions in the air, words that feel like affection but hide something else, frequent illnesses. None of this is by chance. These are signs of a battle that requires you to take a stand. Today, you have a choice. Keep pretending everything is fine or admit that you need to surrender to me. When you give me control, I close doors, disarm hidden traps, break secret bonds, and restore the peace that has been taken from you. I ask you to let go of what you've been holding on to out of fear. Letting go doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. While you carry the burden alone, you limit what I can do for you. When you release it, I take control. When you trust, I work. The pressure you feel is not a sign of abandonment. It is proof that something powerful is coming your way. So, don't give up now. Lift your head, accept this guidance, and declare your decision with faith. Comment with faith. I receive the guidance of God now because I choose to trust and stay in what He has spoken to me. I tell you, your home is a spiritual battleground. Every room, every conversation, every item carries an energy that can either open or close doors in the unseen world. Many people believe that a quick prayer before bed is enough. But I show you that this is not enough for the battle you're facing. This is not the time for shallow actions, but it's time for real sanctification. I want you to understand that your home is more than just four walls and a roof. It's a place where the spiritual world influences your life, for either good or bad. I have seen certain people enter your home, bringing with them unfamiliar and troubling energies. I have seen objects come in, seeming innocent as gifts but carrying with them memories of curses. I've heard words spoken in friendship, but they were like arrows aimed at your peace. None of this has escaped my notice. You felt the strange unease in your body and soul after certain visits, the discomfort following specific conversations, and the lack of rest in places where you once found peace. I tell you, this is no coincidence. It's a sign. It's time to examine your surroundings. Be mindful of what you've allowed to enter your eyes, what you've let occupy your ears, and what has been left on your walls. Music that doesn't uplift, words that don't build you up, objects that don't reflect my presence, these are slowly draining your energy. I'm not speaking to frighten you, but to wake you up. Many people are trapped not by major attacks, but by small, repeated compromises. This is how the enemy works, filling space until you don't even notice the burden. I invite you to dedicate specific time to me. I want to hear your honest voice speak words of consecration in every corner of your life. I want your prayer to be a genuine offering, not just a duty. I want your home to be an altar, a place of spiritual rest, not just physical comfort. When you consecrate your home, you create an invisible shield that deflects harm, stops attacks, and brings peace even in the middle of chaos. The peace I give you doesn't rely on silence from the outside. It comes from the real presence I feel when I'm received with honor. I know you've trusted the wrong people. I know you've welcomed voices that appeared kind on the surface but were filled with negativity underneath. I know you've let conversations seep in that planted seeds of doubt and discouragement. I'm not here to accuse you, but to warn you. Close those open doors now. Don't interact with those who drain your spiritual strength. Learn to tell the difference between true love and hidden manipulation. Not every kind gesture comes from my spirit. Be careful with whom you share your heart. Guard your intimacy as you would a precious treasure. Now is the time to purify your decisions. Don't keep feeding your atmosphere with distractions that dull your faith. I did not call you to live in confusion. I called you to live with clarity and full attention. Remove the unnecessary, filter what you allowed in, and set priorities that reflect my voice. I want your daily routine to be an offering, your home to become a true place of rest, and your decisions to carry the weight of being set apart for me. Never underestimate the power of your surroundings. A home that welcomes my presence turns into a sanctuary, a stronghold, and a sign of victory for everyone who steps inside. Today, I come with authority to reveal to you that the enemy has tried to invade every little detail, but I give you the wisdom to close every door. Stand up, anoint your home with prayer, speak my word over your rooms, fill your table with thankfulness, and cleanse your conversations with truth. Where there was disorder, I will bring order. Where there was heaviness, I will bring ease. Where there was restlessness, I will bring peace. You are called to protect your environment. Do not allow your home to be a battleground. This is the time to take a firm stand. Choose what stays and what goes. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. Learn to stay quiet when your peace is disturbed. Learn to separate the sacred from the common, because every choice you make shapes the space your family lives in. I will not let the enemy destroy what I have built with you, but I need you to follow my guidance. And now, I tell you, don't keep this message to yourself. The enemy wants silence, but I want your words to echo. Share this warning with your loved ones, because many homes are being quietly attacked by the same unseen forces. Just as I opened your eyes, I will open theirs through your act of obedience. This is not just about passing on a message. It's about breathing life into places that need change. Share this word now as a tool for protection and freedom, for when you do, you spread the same protection I'm giving you over to those you care about. I come to you not only with a warning but also with hope. Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. I want you to know that I have already prepared for situations that could have ruined your journey. I have blocked losses you never saw coming. I have stopped sickness before it could spread, and I have prevented accidents from happening. Often, you saw my silence as distance, but that silence was your protection. While you believed nothing was changing, I was already working on your behalf. Today, I come to remind you that nothing you face is greater than the protection I have placed over your life. The enemy tried to fill your mind with the thought that you were alone, that no one was watching over you, that all your efforts were in vain. But I tell you, you have never been without my protection. My presence has been with you through every night of fear, through every day when you felt like you couldn't keep going. I held you up in the unseen moments, when your body trembled and your soul cried out for peace. Don't overlook the care you've already received, because the same God who has kept you until now will remain faithful to finish what He started in you. But I need something from you, your full surrender. Many give me only the easy parts, the visible prayers, the quick moments of seeking, but I want more. I want the parts of you that are hidden, the wounds you've never shown, the pain you've never spoken about, the memories you've tried to bury. You may think it's about showing strength, but I tell you, I don't need your fake strength. I need your honesty. When you bring me even the broken pieces, I will make them whole again. Today, I want you to look inside and realize you are not the mistakes you've made, you are not the rejections you face, and you are not the sum of the words that tried to tear you down. You are a living purpose, a creation that bears the mark of my promise. What others have said about you cannot change what I have decided for you. Your worth is not in human approval, but in the divine seal I have placed on your life. While many have judged you based on your outward appearance, I have looked deeper and seen treasures that are still waiting to rise. Now is the time to purify your soul. Old roots of bitterness, habits that distract you, relationships that steal your faith, all of this must be removed so I can plant something new. It's pointless to try and grow in soil that's been tainted. This is not punishment. It is freedom. I want to restore the peace you've lost. I want to bring back the lightness you once had. I want to guide your steps in the rhythm of victory. But this requires a choice. You can no longer keep wavering between trusting and doubting, between seeking me and falling back into old mistakes. This is the moment to break free from the cycles and choose to trust me completely. I have come to show you that every pain can become a testimony. The valley you've walked through is not your final destination. It is simply the path that reveals those who endure. The tears you cried were not in vain, they were seeds that have now begun to grow into fruit. I want you to recognize that nothing you've been through was wasted. Every moment of silence you endured, every injustice you swallowed, every night of heavy heartache has shaped who you are. Just as gold is refined in fire, your faith has grown stronger through the trials you face. Lift your head up. You were never meant to walk around under the weight of guilt. I have already freed you from the burden of your past mistakes. I have erased every accusation that tries to hold you back. Don't let the voice of the enemy control your present. I have given you the authority to live in victory. Accept that authority now. Choose to trust and follow my voice. No matter how many times the enemy tries to stop you, the seal I've placed on your life remains unshaken. Now choose to stay under my guidance. I do not fail, and my promises are unbreakable. What I have spoken over your life will stand. Close your ears to doubt, and open your heart to faith. Let your actions show that you receive this message not as just another word, but as divine direction. Like this video and subscribe now to show that you are staying under my voice and aligning yourself with what I am releasing into your life. I understand the wounds you keep silent about. I know the words that once hurt you, words that still echo in your soul as if they were spoken yesterday. I know the rejections you faced, the doors that shut without explanation, the looks that belittled you, and the absences that have marked your journey. These memories didn't vanish just because you tried to forget them. They remain as scars within you, influencing your feelings and decisions, even when they're hidden. Don't think it's weakness to still feel the pain of past hurts. It is not weakness. It is a sign that your soul is in need of healing. You've been carrying wounds that have built up like invisible burdens. You tried to hide them. You tried to smile. You tried to keep moving as if everything was fine, but your body began to show what your heart was hiding. The tiredness that doesn't go away no matter how much you rest. The pain that shows up without warning. The discomfort that doesn't have a clear cause. This is the cry of your soul calling for healing. I tell you, don't ignore this cry. It's not just physical, it's spiritual. When your soul is wounded, your body reacts. If you hold on to anger, hurt, or disappointment without dealing with them, they poison your peace and drain your energy. You notice how your mood shifts suddenly, how your energy fades for no reason. I'm revealing to you that behind these changes are unhealed memories. Today, I come to touch those areas you've been avoiding. Not to expose your pain, but to purify it. Not to reopen old wounds, but to heal them with my presence. The harsh words you heard, which made you feel like you weren't enough, have no power over you. The rejections you faced, which tried to make you believe you weren't worthy, do not take away the value I've given you. The silences you mistook for abandonment do not mean I've forgotten you. I was with you in every tear, in every night when you wondered if anyone truly cared about you. You mattered to me. From the very start, your life has been before my eyes. I know the disappointments you faced. People you trusted who let you down. Affections you thought were true but turned out to be selfish. Broken promises, shattered dreams, severed bonds. All of this has settled deep inside you, turning into bitter roots. You've tried to move forward, but every new situation seemed to bring up the pain from the past. I know there are memories that still sting when they resurface, but today I tell you, it's time to remove those roots. I don't want you to keep carrying burden after burden, pain after pain. I want you to breathe freely again, to walk without being weighed down by invisible chains. I don't ignore what you've been through. I know it hurt. I know that what you've been through has left a mark on you, but I want to remind you, you are not defined by what others did to you. You are not what they said about you, and you are not the sum of all the losses you've experienced. You are mine, you are loved, and you are chosen. Everything I allowed to happen was not meant to destroy you, but to shape you. I even turned pain into something that helps you grow. And while you may not understand it now, you will one day see that none of it was wasted. Your body began to show what your soul could no longer bear: exhaustion for no reason, constant illness, a weight you couldn't shake off. These are signs that it's time for healing. Today, I am pouring healing balm over your memories. I am stepping into the depths of your mind to cleanse what has built up. I am pulling out the thorns, loosening the knots, and erasing the marks left by the hurtful words. Where there was darkness, I will bring light. Where there was pain, I will bring peace. Where there was shame, I will restore dignity. Do not fear this process. I know that reopening these wounds might feel risky, but when I enter, there is no danger. I don't expose you, I heal you. I don't condemn you, I restore you. The wound that once seemed endless will turn into a scar of victory. Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. The memory that once brought you pain will become a story of overcoming. The weight that once held you back will transform into strength for the journey ahead. I am purifying your soul because I want your body to regain its strength. I want you to wake up without the heaviness of the past, to walk without unexplained pain, and to breathe without the constant pressure. I want you to experience lightness in your spirit and fresh energy in your body. This healing won't come just from human treatments, it will come from my true presence. When I heal you from the inside, everything around you will begin to change. Receive this message today as the start of a new chapter. Stop carrying the burdens I am already ready to take from you. Surrender your memories, your wounds, your traumas to me. I waste nothing. I turn wounds into growth, losses into lessons, and rejections into strength. What hurt you will no longer control you, but the purpose I've given you will. From now on, your story will not be defined by the marks of pain, but by the signs of my healing. I tell you, the environment you live in and the daily habits you follow are a part of your spiritual battle. Don't underestimate the impact of what you allow to enter through your eyes, what reaches your ears, and what fills your mind. Small, repeated choices, day after day, open doors that allow the enemy's influence to sneak in. You may think it's just a psalm, just a conversation, or just some content, but I see how these things plant seeds inside you and gradually drain your faith. That's why I invite you to purify not just the big actions, but also the small details that shape your daily surroundings. This isn't fanaticism, it's spiritual awareness. What you consume affects the way you think. What you listen to shapes your feelings. What you allow into your home creates the atmosphere that your family and children breathe. That's why I teach you to be watchful. Choose carefully what you let in, because not everything that appears harmless is good for your soul. There are hidden voices that can lead you off track. There are messages in music and words that weaken your spiritual sensitivity. Learn to recognize them. You were created to be a living temple, and a temple cannot be defiled by anything. I want you to set aside special time for me, away from distractions and noise. It doesn't need to be a complicated ritual, but it must be genuine. Talk to me when you wake up. Bless your surroundings with a simple prayer. Speak my word over your home. Let your faith guide every decision. When you do this, the weight of unseen burdens will begin to lift, and my presence will become real to you. I know you've been feeling worn out, often not understanding where all the tiredness is coming from, but today I show you that much of it comes from what you've accepted without thinking. You let in jokes that dishonor, conversations that stir up doubt, distractions that take your time and focus, and before you know it, you're exhausted, with no energy left for what truly matters. I ask you to cut off these sources. I don't ask for perfection. I ask for awareness. I don't need you to withdraw from the world, but I want you to stop absorbing what weakens your faith. Purify your daily routine. Learn to stay silent sometimes, so you can hear me. Learn to fast, not as a duty, but as a tool that sharpens your sensitivity. Learn to turn every simple task into an act of dedication. When you cook, pray. When you walk, call my word. When you work, do it with a pure heart. This way, your life becomes a continuous altar, and the enemy cannot find any openings to bring fear, anxiety, or confusion into your life. I do not desire repeated words. I seek your honesty. I do not like a prayer that is empty of feeling. I want to hear your sincere voice, even if it feels weak. I want to hear your broken words. I do not require perfection. I require honesty, because it is through your openness that I pour out my favor. When you call out to me with all your heart, I answer. When you seek me with all your being, I make myself known to you. Now I tell you, create an altar in your everyday routine. You decide which door to close and which to open. Close your ears to things that cause doubt. Close your eyes to things that poison your mind. Close your steps to paths that only mislead you. And open your heart to my presence. Open your days to my guidance. Open your decisions to my voice. In doing so, you will stay protected, light, and aware of what I am doing. If you understand this message, show it with an act of faith. Comment 777 to declare that you dedicate your home, your routine, and your heart to me, as a sign that you choose to purify your surroundings and live in holiness before me. I tell you with love and certainty, the time has come to recognize who is walking beside you with purpose and who stays only for their own convenience. Not everyone who comes near you was meant to help you grow. Some take from you, drain your energy, and leave you feeling more exhausted than before. And you have felt this, even if you didn't fully understand it. You feel heaviness in some conversations, discomfort after certain encounters, and a strange silence when you share your dreams. I reveal to you that it is not just a feeling. It is a truth. Learn to see it clearly. There are connections that aren't setbacks, but releases. Relationships that end suddenly are not always failures. Often, they are acts of protection. I have closed doors that you tried to keep open because I saw what you could not. You thought it was rejection, but it was actually protection. People left your life not because you are less than them, but because they couldn't walk in the same direction I am leading you. Understand, not everyone is ready for the new season I am bringing into your life. Don't fear being alone for a while. It's not emptiness. It's space for truth. As long as you keep holding on to relationships that drain you, you are delaying the ones that will bring you life. Learn to say no. Learn to set boundaries. It's not about lacking love. It's about loving the purpose I have given you. You weren't called to please everyone. You were chosen to fulfill a higher purpose. And that purpose requires the courage to let go of relationships that no longer strengthen your faith. I know it hurts. I know the heart clings to what is familiar. I know there are memories, shared experiences, promises, and feelings. But I tell you, the short pain of letting go is better than years of wear that take away your peace. True love does not control, manipulate, or suffocate. The love I give you builds you up, strengthens you, and helps you grow. Learn to tell the difference. Some people come into your life only to take from you, not to offer anything in return. These relationships do not help you grow. They only drain your energy. Today, I am giving you the ability to see beyond the surface. Don't see every separation as a failure. I am removing people from your life because I want you to have relationships that lift you up. You cannot bring unbalanced relationships into this next season. What I have prepared for you requires relationships that are based on truth, faith, and purpose. That's why I'm closing certain doors. Don't keep trying to open what I have already shut. When I remove someone from your life, it is not to hurt you, but to protect you. Your family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you. Pause right here, my beloved child. Something extraordinary has just occurred in the throne room of heaven, and it carries your name upon it. Just 11 minutes ago, a divine verdict was declared over your life. The angels have been assembled, and Michael himself has been commissioned with a sacred assignment that concerns you directly. I want you to understand something that will change everything. You have exactly 7 minutes to respond to what I am about to reveal to you. Not 8 minutes, not 10 minutes, but exactly 7 minutes. After this window closes, this specific blessing will be redirected to another soul who is ready to receive it. My hand is about to rest upon you in a way you have never experienced before. When I touch a life, nothing remains as it was. What others declared permanently lost, I have the power to restore. What the passing years tried to erase from your memory, I can rewrite with glory. What the adversary worked so diligently to destroy in your life, I will rebuild with double strength and double blessing. Out of all the people watching videos at this very moment, only 7 were predestined to encounter this message. 2 have already scrolled past it, not recognizing the divine appointment. 4 more will see it but will miss the precise timing of response. You are the 7th person, and you have arrived at exactly the right moment. This is not random chance or coincidence. I personally ordered your steps to bring you to this exact second in time. While countless others were distracted by the noise and confusion of this world, you were drawn here because heaven has been attempting to reach you for exactly 44 days. This is your final divine notification. I need you to type 4444 in the comments section right now. Not after you finish watching. Not when it feels more convenient. Right now. Before you read one more sentence, understand what this action represents. This is not merely a comment on a video. This is your spiritual signature before the courts of heaven. This is your formal agreement with what was released over your life 11 minutes ago in the heavenly realm. The angels assigned to your case are standing ready, but they cannot proceed with their assignment until they witness your response. Type 4444 now, then continue reading, because what I am about to share will illuminate everything you have been walking through in this season. You have been weeping in private, have you not? You wake at 3 o'clock in the morning with anxiety pressing down upon your chest. You lie there wondering if your prayers even reach beyond the ceiling. You question whether I can still hear you. You watch others receive miracles and wonder if you have been overlooked. During the day, you smile for your family. You tell everyone you are blessed. But when you close the door, your heart feels like it is breaking. You post pictures showing good moments, but delete the ones revealing your true feelings inside. The betrayal from 3 years ago still affects you. It shattered your trust. The rejection made you question your worth. You wonder if something is fundamentally broken inside that can never be repaired. There is pain doctors cannot explain, exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. This is soul weariness after carrying burdens too long. You buried dreams because disappointment hurt too much. You stopped praying certain prayers because you could not bear another unanswered request. You have been faithful, yet the breakthrough seems just beyond reach. But your guardian angel has been watching over you, not judging, watching. They have witnessed you in moments you thought you were alone. They have been petitioning heaven on your behalf, filing reports, presenting your case, fighting for you in realms you cannot see. Yesterday at 11:47 in the evening, your guardian angel broke protocol. They escalated your case to the highest court of heaven. They declared an emergency because your breakthrough could not be delayed any longer. In this moment, I am laying my hand upon your life, activating gifts that fear silenced, reviving dreams that pain buried, reigniting flames that tears tried to extinguish. My touch is like fire burning away chains, and like balm healing old wounds. Today is not just another day. Today my hand is extended over you not to accuse but to lift you up. When I lift someone, no force can bring them down. Receive this touch now, a touch that frees, heals, multiplies, opens paths that were closed. I want you to type 787 right now if you are ready to receive complete restoration in the next 72 hours. This is your declaration of faith. This is you telling heaven that you believe what I am speaking over your life. Angels are watching for this sign from you. Type 777 now, then keep reading. And please do not keep this message to yourself. My hand is not only upon you at this moment. I want this same touch to reach others through your willingness to share. Your obedience in sharing this word becomes a conduit for my power to flow to someone else who desperately needs it right now. Every tear you cried has been recorded. All 43 and 217 of them counted. Your groans did not go unnoticed. When you thought you were alone, all of heaven was listening. Many assumed you were completely alone. Many believed the silence meant abandonment. But the silence was strategy. While you thought nothing was happening, I had already released the command. I had already set in motion what will change your story. In that command, I raised up Michael. He is like the sword that cuts through impossible, like a wall against the enemy. Michael has been dispatched and is moving on your behalf. Just as he fought the dragon in heaven, he now fights everything trying to stop your victory. Nothing can stop my angels when commissioned with divine authority. They carry not just strength, but the weight of my word. Think about walking a road filled with stones, holes, thorns. Every step hurts. You grow tired. You feel you will never reach your destination. But suddenly someone goes ahead clearing the path, removing obstacles, making the road straight. That is what Michael does when I send him. That is happening for you now. You might be feeling unusual warmth spreading through your chest in this moment. That is not anxiety or a medical condition. That is my manifest presence drawing near to you. That is the anointing that breaks every yoke and destroys every burden. Your hands might begin to tingle with sensation. That is not poor circulation. That is cellular activation occurring as your physical body responds to spiritual frequency and divine energy. Some of you are experiencing pressure across your forehead right now. That is not the beginning of a headache. That is your spiritual vision beginning to open in new ways. The veil between the natural realm and the spiritual realm is lifting so that you can perceive what has always been true in the heavenly dimension. You cried out to me repeatedly for an answer, and you began to believe it would never come. But the answer was released from my throne long ago. The decree left my mouth, and when I speak a word, no power in existence can revoke it or cancel it. Michael and all the hosts of heaven are carrying in their hands the very thing I promised to you. There is invisible movement occurring at this very moment that is completely undoing what the enemy carefully planned against your life. The warfare in the unseen realm is absolutely real and intense, but infinitely greater is my power that is working in your favor right now. When the prophet Daniel offered his prayers to me, he had no awareness that powerful demonic principalities were actively resisting the answer. He could not see the fierce battle raging in the heavenly places. But I saw everything. I observed the resistance, and I immediately sent Michael to ensure that the answer would arrive to Daniel. In the very same way, you cannot see with your natural eyes what is being broken and destroyed right now in the spiritual realm on your behalf. But I see it all clearly. I am declaring to you that the resistance will not prevail against you. Michael is breaking through every barrier that has delayed your miracle and held back your breakthrough.
Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you.
Stop trying to measure my faithfulness to you by the ticking of earthly clocks. Stop attempting to calculate my promises by looking only at your current circumstances. I am not limited or restricted by what your natural eyes can perceive. What looks like delay and disappointment today will become your testimony of faithfulness tomorrow. What is causing you pain and confusion right now will become the scar that proves your victory. I need you to hit the like button on this video right now. Do not wait until you finish watching to decide if you will do this. This simple action is your spiritual signature. It is your agreement with the verdict of heaven that has been rendered over your life. Do this now while the tangible anointing is present in this moment. Then come back and continue reading, because I am about to reveal something that will change your understanding of everything. I am the God who has the power to turn your tears into an abundant harvest. I transform barren deserts into flourishing gardens. I take ruins and rebuild them into glorious temples. With every sincere prayer you have prayed, a seed was planted in the spiritual soil. You looked at the dry ground of your circumstances and wondered if anything good would ever grow there. But I sent Michael to water that seed with heaven's supernatural water. What seemed completely impossible is now beginning to bloom and break through the surface. Within the next 72 hours, not 73 but exactly 72 hours, you will witness 3 specific confirmations that prove this word is authentic and real. Write these down so you will recognize them when they manifest. First confirmation. You will receive unexpected communication concerning finances. This might be a check you had completely forgotten about. It could be a refund that suddenly processes after a long delay. It might be a debt that is forgiven when you thought you would be paying it for years. It could be a payment that arrives earlier than expected. This is heaven's down payment. This is the first proof that what I am speaking is truth. Second confirmation. Someone from your past will reach out to make contact with you.
This will be someone you have not heard from in a considerable length of time. Perhaps you had lost touch years ago. This is divine reconnection orchestrated by my hand. They are carrying something you need at this exact moment. It might be important information. It could be an opportunity you have been praying for. It might bring the closure you have needed. They may have resources or connections that will benefit you. Pay attention when this happens. Third confirmation. Within the next 3 nights, you will have a dream about doors. You will see many doors in this dream. Some of the doors will be closing, and you might feel panic or distress about it. But then one specific door will open, and brilliant light will pour out from it. This is prophetic vision. I am showing you that wrong doors and dead-end paths are being closed so that the right door can be clearly identified and opened for you. Now I need you to do something important before you continue reading. Share this message right now with one person whose name or face came to your mind while you have been reading. That thought was not random. That was not your own idea. That was my spirit highlighting someone in your life who desperately needs to hear this word today. You are meant to be the prophetic voice that delivers this message to them. Do not overthink this. Do not delay. Share it now with them, because their breakthrough is mysteriously connected to your obedience in this moment. Do it right now before you keep reading. Do not be gripped by fear any longer. Do not give power to negative medical reports. Do not tremble at opposing voices that speak contrary to my promises. Do not allow the winds of adversity to shake your faith in me. Michael is already ahead of you, clearing the pathway. Countless angels are already marching in formation on your behalf. The answer you have been desperately seeking has already been released from my throne. I did not merely hear your prayers and file them away for later consideration. I have risen up to act on your behalf. You cannot begin to imagine the force and power that surrounds you in this very moment. If the veil were pulled back and you could see into the spiritual realm, you would fall to your knees in awe at the sight of the mighty army I have positioned all around you. They are like walls of living fire. They are warriors of light. They stand as a fortress that cannot be penetrated. Let me share what is already happening for people who have taken action on this word. Maria, a 67-year-old grandmother from Houston, Texas, typed 4444 in the comments just 3 days ago. Within 48 hours, she received notification that $37,000 was being settled from a lawsuit she had been told was completely lost. She had given up hope years ago, but heaven had not forgotten. David, a 71-year-old retired veteran from Phoenix, Arizona, shared this message with his daughter. 5 days later, he was contacted about a contract opportunity worth $88,000. He had not worked in his field for 3 years, but suddenly doors began opening that had been sealed shut. Jennifer, 58 years old from Chicago, Illinois, commented, "I received this," with tears streaming down her face. 2 days later, she was called into her supervisor's office expecting bad news. Instead, she was informed of a promotion with a $25,000 annual salary increase, plus an immediate bonus of $10,000. She had been passed over for advancement 5 times before this. James, 64 years old, from Atlanta, Georgia, completed every action that was asked in this message. Exactly 71 hours later, his estranged brother called him completely out of the blue after 8 long years of painful silence. They wept together on the phone and have now reconciled. The healing of that relationship has brought peace to James's entire family. But let me tell you about Ruth from Dallas, Texas. She is 69 years old and had been battling chronic pain for 11 years. Multiple doctors told her she would need to manage this condition for the rest of her life. 3 days after she typed 777 and shared this message, she woke up completely pain-free for the first time in over a decade. Her doctor ran tests and could not explain what happened. She calls it her miracle. And then there is Robert, 73 years old, from Seattle, Washington. He received a diagnosis of an aggressive health condition. His prognosis was grim. He typed 999 and declared his faith. Within 2 weeks, he went back for follow-up testing. The doctors could not find what they had seen so clearly in the previous tests. They called it spontaneous remission. He knows it was divine intervention. Sarah from Denver, Colorado, age 62, typed, "I received this," and shared it with her prayer group. Within 1 week, she received 3 different job offers, all of them offering salaries above what she had dared to hope for. After being unemployed for 14 months and feeling too old to find good work, heaven opened multiple doors simultaneously. These are real testimonies from real people who are commenting on this video right now. They are sharing what manifested in their lives when they partnered in faith with what was being released from heaven. Your testimony is next in line. Your breakthrough is forming and taking shape right now in the invisible realm. Your miracle is being prepared and assembled in the spiritual dimension. And it is about to manifest in the physical realm where you can see it with your eyes, touch it with your hands, count it, and document it. Type 999 right now. If you are ready to receive supernatural healing in your body and restoration in every area of your life, this is your declaration that you believe for the impossible. This is your agreement with heaven's plan for your complete wholeness. Angels are listening for your response. Type 999, then keep reading as I release blessing over you. Now I need to release divine blessing over every single area of your life. Receive these words deep into your spirit where faith lives and where miracles are born. Let them take root in the soil of your heart. May your finances overflow until giving becomes your greatest joy. May abundance chase you down through unexpected channels until you have to find creative ways to give it away. May opportunities knock so frequently you become selective about which doors to open. May money flow from sources you never anticipated. May your physical body respond to heaven's frequency instead of Earth's diagnosis. May every cell align with divine health until sickness becomes foreign to you. May your strength multiply and energy restore until people ask what changed. May healing regenerate you until doctors use words like remarkable and miraculous. May broken relationships restore until your testimony becomes hope for others. May people who walked away return transformed. May new connections arrive carrying missing pieces to your puzzle.
Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you.
Your circle becomes so blessed that proximity to you brings breakthrough to others. May your calling clarify until confusion becomes foreign. May your gifts make room for you in places you thought were locked. May your purpose announce itself so loudly that doubt has no room to whisper. May doors open before you knock. May your children walk in favor you fought for. May your grandchildren inherit breakthroughs you paid for with tears. May spiritual wealth compound across generations until your bloodline becomes a blessing that outlives you. If the Holy Spirit is stirring your heart right now, if you feel the pull to sow a seed, I want you to use the Super Thanks feature on this video to plant a financial seed into this ministry that brought you this word today. I need to be clear with you. This is not payment for the message. This is not a transaction where you are purchasing God's blessing. This is a faith seed. This is you making a declaration that you believe what has been spoken over your life enough to invest in it. Those who sowed seeds last week are already sending in testimonies about unexpected deposits that appeared in their accounts. They are reporting random checks arriving in the mail. They are sharing stories of debt being forgiven when they thought they would be paying it until they died. The supernatural return is manifesting for those who have partnered with kingdom principles of sowing and reaping. Before I release you from this word, I need you to complete these final actions, because breakthrough requires partnership between heaven and earth. Heaven releases the blessing, but you must position yourself to receive it. Hit the like button if you have not already done so. This is your spiritual signature before the courts of heaven. This is you signing the contract that heaven is extending to you right now. Leave a comment with the words, "I receive this," or type 777, or type 444, or type 999, whichever one resonates most deeply with your spirit in this moment. This activates heaven's response system. This gives angels permission to move on your behalf. Share this message with the one person whose name keeps coming to your mind. You already know who it is. You are meant to be the prophetic voice in their life today. Your obedience in sharing this could be the very thing that saves their life or turns their situation around. Subscribe to this channel and ring the bell so you do not miss what is coming next. God is about to release deeper revelation and more powerful words that you need to hear. Your breakthrough begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heaven is releasing angels specifically assigned to your case right now. Michael is swinging his sword and cutting every cord the enemy attached to your life. Your destiny is being unlocked in the spiritual realm at this very moment. Your miracle is manifesting and taking physical form even as you read these final words. It is done. It is finished. It is sealed. It is yours. The portal between heaven and earth has been opened over your life. The contract is signed in the courts of heaven. The blessing is released and is now in motion toward you. Your name has been called out loud in heaven's courtroom. Michael has been dispatched with his assignment. Thousands of angels are working in the unseen realm on your behalf. You will see tangible evidence within 72 hours. Pay attention. Watch carefully. Document what happens. Your breakthrough is not coming someday in the distant future. It is here right now. Your miracle is not scheduled for tomorrow or next week. It is manifesting now. Your season of waiting just ended, whether you feel it yet or not. Welcome to your new timeline. Welcome to your breakthrough season. Welcome to everything changing in your life. Do you remember that night when you thought about giving up? That night when everything fell apart and no one knew your battle? I was there. I saw when you looked up with tears, not knowing what to ask because exhaustion stole your words. Even without saying anything, your soul cried out and reached me. It was not in vain. Nothing has been in vain. Every tear was collected. Every prayer recorded. Every act of faithfulness was counted and will be rewarded. You did not live those hard years for nothing. What the enemy meant for ruin was the ground where I planted your harvest. Now the time is different. The season has changed. The cycle has been broken. I am releasing what has always been yours. Your spiritual identity has been claimed by me. Accusations against you canceled. Debts suffocating you annulled. What man could not resolve, I resolved in the unseen. And now you will see it in the visible. Your documents will be unlocked. Your records cleared. Your reputation restored. Even banks that denied you will offer what they refused. And you will know this is not a manager's favor or system luck. This is answered prayer, fulfilled covenant, a miracle reserved for the right time. And that time is now. Many will look and not understand. They will ask how. They will question where it came from. They will try to explain with logic what is supernatural. But you do not have to prove anything. Your testimony will be your answer. Your smile, the sign heaven moved. Your peace, the mark of my presence. When I bless, it is complete. I bring direction, honor, rest. This financial miracle will not come alone. It is the beginning of complete turnaround. Other stagnant areas will move. Broken relationships will restore. Forgotten projects will come back to life. Impossible ideas will now have resources. Because I do not just release finances. I release meaning, purpose, destiny. Everything prepared against you will be shamed by what I am about to do. The enemy tried to silence your voice, steal your strength, sicken your faith with frustration. But he did not succeed because even standing wounded, you kept praying. Even in silence, your soul cried out to me and I heard. I always heard. Now I come as your Father, your provider, your God of promises to say your time has come. What was blocked now moves. What was impossible now opens. What was held back is now released. Do not pull back. Do not doubt. Do not accept living as someone with a rejected name, because I am giving you a new name in the Spirit called chosen, honored, blessed. Where they wrote failure, I seal with victory. Where they called you debtor, I call you provider. Where they labeled you forgotten, I declare you target of my favor. Your family will be impacted. Your children will see what it means to trust in me. Your home will be a sign that I am the God who honors those who honor me. Even those who mocked your faith will see I never abandon my own. You will be lifted up in crisis. You will prosper while others retreat. You will be sustained where many fall. And all of this will be based on one certainty. Your name is in my hands. Watch what happens next. The best is yet to come. Your life will never be the same again. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and amen.
Dear family, I want to share something important with you all. Recently, our channel has been demonetized by YouTube, which means we no longer receive any earnings from our videos. Each video takes a lot of time, effort, editing, and resources to create, but we still want to continue spreading these powerful and uplifting messages to you. We truly wish to keep this channel alive and continue our mission, but doing this without any support is becoming very difficult. If our content has ever helped you, inspired you, or supported you in any way, we humbly request your support through Buy Me a Coffee. Even a small contribution helps us continue this journey. The support link is available in the comment section and the description. Thank you for your love, support, and prayers. God bless you.